Good afternoon, this is David Wendell with BushcraftOnFire, and we're glad to be with you for another video review. I've had some of my viewers ask me if I could do a review on the Woodman's PAL, and so I got in contact with the company. They have an incredible customer service, and they worked with me. They got me a couple of Woodman PALs, and we're going to show you those today and how they work. Now, one of the things that I want to do is to give you a little bit of history on this company, because this is not some new kind of machete. The Woodman's PAL has been out since 1941. There was a gentleman who was a woodsman, and he wanted to get a tool that was compact but could do all sorts of things out in the bush, from pruning to chopping to splitting wood, clearing brush and blazing trails. And what he came up with was this tool right here. Now, they come in a couple different models. The Woodman's PAL has the original. This is actually a military issue. Has a leather grip on it with a hand guard. That hand guard is welded right to the tang, and then the blade is a good sized blade for all sorts of cutting. And the other one comes with a wooden handle, and I'll show you that one in just a few minutes as well. These are made out of a 1075 cold pressed rolled steel, and that's a real good metal. One of the reasons they didn't go with 1095 was because it would crack too easy if it was cold, and you don't want something that will break or crack off while you're using it. It's a good 1/8 of an inch thick. It's got a very good, about a foot long cutting surface on it, and on the back you can see a hook. What this hook for is to grab brush and pull it out of your way without having to get in there. So you can clear vines, you can clear grasses and other things that are in your way. There's a couple different sheaths. This is leather. They also come with a canvas sheath and with a ballistic nylon, and you just hook it in, snap it shut. Now let me show you the other model that we have as well, so that you can get an idea of both of them side by side. This is the one with the wooden handle on it, and it's got a lanyard so you can put around your hand. Very comfortable. You can hold it in your hand. It's got the snap, a good belt loop, and then it's velcroed as well to keep this from falling out. Just pull it out the same way. You can see the blade on this is the same size. They do make a smaller one for younger campers or Boy Scouts, and so that's handy as well. But this is a standard size tool. They also make one that has an extended handle called the long reach. One of the nice things, this wooden one comes inside of a ballistic sheath. This is a nylon sheath, and inside of here there's a pocket, and this pocket, if I can get it out of there, holds your sharpening stone. So it comes with its own stone to resharpen it. As I worked with this, it holds an edge really well. As I said, this is a good hard steel. Now, as I said, this model with the leather grip is actually an original military model. This has been used from World War II all the way through Desert Storm. And in Vietnam, this was actually a military issue that was in the airman's E-kit, safety kit. So these have been used by the military for a long time, and it's a well-tested tool. In fact, you may have seen these in Hunter's magazine, or you may have seen it a few years ago in Field of Stream, I believe it was, where it was rated one of the 20 best all-time blades by Field and Stream. So a good blade. So let's get putting it to some tests and see how it works in the field. The first thing is that hook on there. Just reach in and pull stuff right out of your way. That's nice. Get it out of your way. If I want to come in here, chop through, I'm clearing my path out. I come over to this tree. We got to move a little bit of this tree out of our way to get back down. This blade should make short work of this. First thing we'll do is just go ahead and take some of these branches off. You can see that it clears that very quickly. One of the nice things with this handle is I can become ambidextrous because it really gives me a good grip. Okay, so that made pretty short work of that. I can also use this as a large knife for skinning. Just work up with the top end of my blade here. I can actually choke up my fingers a little bit and use that to skin. So it's going to help me with projects like that. I can also use it, see if I can put this in here so it'll hold it, as a type of draw knife. And it works real well as a draw knife. Got a good angle on the blade, and as I said, that blade holds its edge real well. I'll show you something here, how this will work also as a splitter. I just put that there, baton on the end of it, and you can see I split right through that wood. Let's just hit it on the ground a couple times. There we go. So I can split out firewood. I can do all sorts of projects with this. Another thing that this is really good for is to go through vines. We have a lot of Virginia creeper out here in Missouri, and it's a real pest plant. So let's see how we'll go through this. I'll stand off to the side so I'm not going to hit myself. And there you go, right through that vine. You can see it makes short work of vines as well. So you can see it's easy to handle. She's making short work of that. Chop some right off. And you can see how fast that'll clear a path for you. Let's go in behind her. We can actually see where she's cleared the path. Just a few strokes has taken out what looked like this to a clear path right where you can walk.
It's a nice easy one.
How you like it?
Oh, I like it.
One of the nice things about this machete, as you can see Tam clearing us a place to walk through here, is that it really has a wide track. She's clearing a range here probably 6 foot, about 3 foot on either side of her with this tool, just cleaning up the area so that I can walk through without tripping on anything. And I'll show you here where she ended. You can see that we get right back into trail, right back into all overgrowth. Tam, go ahead through a little bit more of that just to show them. Take some of that out. Folks, it just takes seconds with this tool. I mean, this thing is impressive. It really does the job, and it cuts well, takes what you need down. She's enjoying using this thing. This is David Wendell with Bushcraft on Fire. We're pleased to have you with us for this review and hope that you join us again for another video. Do give the Woodman's Pal by Pro Tool Industries a look. It's a really unique machete class tool, and I'm pretty impressed with it. It did the job out here that we needed it to do today. Until we see you on another video, have a great day.